Yeah, certificates. In my first semester, I was crazy about certificates. Like I want certificate from here, from there. But once I started looking for internships, I got to know that people don't even care what certificates do you have. They only care about your projects.
Recently, I had a conversation with one of my childhood friends, Param, who is in the second year doing BTech in computer science. In this podcast, we talked about how he cracked internship in his first year and also worked with Tarun, who is one of the famous YouTubers out there. So I hope you will enjoy this podcast. So let's get started.
Hey everyone, nice to see all of you here. I'm Param. I'm currently pursuing my computer science engineering in Bangalore. I'm from Kolkata. I started programming in my first year itself, and before that, I did not do any coding or anything like that. During my first semester, after 1 month, I got frustrated of the college curricular activities, and I thought, uh, let me try something on my own. Because in the first year, they teach all those subjects like physics, chemistry, and metallurgy and all. So I did not have any interest in those subjects. So that's when I started learning programming. I started with C++. I took up a course on Udemy of Abdul Bari, and I started with that. And at that time, I also had a few ideas that I wanted to implement, but I did not have the skill to do that. I think I remember it was on April 10th when I broke my elbow. Here, I fell down from a bike, and at that time, I went home for a month, home in Kolkata. And at that time, I had a lot of free time left in my hand, and then I started learning Flutter. If you don't know what Flutter is, it is a framework that is used to make mobile apps, whether it be in Android or it be in iOS. So I started learning. I made a few apps. I published it here. I published it on the GitHub, as well as I published one app in the Play Store. And yeah, like that, my first year got ended, and the end of my first year, I did an internship, an unpaid internship. I may specify.
So you
but it was
cracked
unpaid.
internship in your
paid.
first year itself, right?
So
Whoa, that's great.
it was unpaid.
There are, I think, many students don't know that there are two types of internship, right?
Yeah.
So there is paid and there is unpaid.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So in the unpaid internship, they tell you okay, they will teach you how you should work in the industry, and they will also give you some certificates and all. In my first year, I thought okay, I'll get to learn. That's why I joined. I got the internship through a LinkedIn connection. The guy I met in an event in Bangalore, and he was a web developer in that company. It was a startup called Filter. You can check it out on Play Store. He said they need a junior Flutter developer, and since I have made a few projects and I shared it, so I shared the GitHub portfolio and resume, and they said okay, you can come in for an interview. And they talked to me, and they said ki the founders of the company work full time in another place. I don't know if I should disclose the name, but
Yeah, you
they
can.
work in Tata New App. They work in Tata New App
Okay.
full time. They used to work in, I don't know. It has been 1 year, and they also made their own startup called Filter. It was a social media basically, and my job was to follow their instructions and do whatever they tell me to do. Basically, 1 month, what used to happen, they used to give me a task, and they tell me you have 1 week of time. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. Otherwise, mostly you don't bother us during office hours and also during the weekends. But if you have any problems, just WhatsApp us, or you can just Google us, find out the solution anyhow. What I used to do, I used to watch a bunch of YouTube videos, tutorials, and I used to see the videos and copy, and in that from YouTube. So in that venture, what happened? I did not learn a lot doing that. So 1 month, I did all those things. I also made I basically used to work on the camera plugin of that app. You know, while you open up WhatsApp in the chat and there is one camera feature over there where you can take photos, focus and those stuff. Yes, it was a social media app. That's why there was a camera interface, and you can add AR. I don't know what AR mask over it. I don't know if it is
AI
the
data models,
actual
right?
term. Yeah, no, AR.
AR.
AR. Yeah, augmented reality, like Snapchat.
Okay.
Yeah. You can put on sunglasses, you can put on some mask, funky mask and all. So my main part of work was that. So I worked there for 1 month and I realized that by copying and pasting I'm not learning that much, and I'm also not getting paid. And when I asked for help to them, "Ki, please guide me, I'm getting stuck over here," they told me to Google it or find it on Stack Overflow or somewhere, because they were busy. So at that time I decided ki I left the startup, and my second semester got started in the meantime, and that's when I got very involved in the cultural activities of our college. So I got disconnected from programming and all, and I started attending sessions. If you don't know, if you are not from Bangalore and not from the tech field, I must tell you, it is very easy to make connections in Bangalore because events happen very frequently over here. Technical
I
events.
have never been in Bangalore before.
Yeah. Okay. Sandip, let me tell you, it is very easy compared to Kolkata to make connections over here, because events happens a lot, very frequently here. You can visit the biggest office of Google, Microsoft, and they conduct event at least twice every month. So I used to attend those because we used to get because still we get free foods and all and goodies and all. We get free mugs, free t-shirts and those swags. I used to wear them to
All
the
for free.
college, all for free. I used to wear them in the college library, the Google Cloud t-shirt, and everybody was saying, "Oh, Google Cloud, Google Cloud." It was fun. Second year, I tried out dance. I explored a lot of stuff. I had stage fear, and I used to get scared when I have to speak anything on public or went up on stage. So I did a lot of stage shows, singing, dancing, and everything that I could get the opportunity in. I tried out drama and I learned I'm very bad at it. I tried out dancing and I'm not that bad at it. I found out, and obviously I sing, I play guitar as well. So I did that.
So tell us a little bit about the difference between learning from YouTube and from other platforms like Udemy, Coursera.
The only difference is of time, because the courses are structured. You don't have to find it over here and there, and
Is there any
majorly
real
you
difference?
find less false informations in those big platforms. While in YouTube, you may watch any of the videos. Like no matter who is the guy, anybody can upload a tutorial on YouTube, which may work, which may not work, and especially in the industry use cases, you cannot rely on that, because suppose you if you push buggy code into the production before testing, in startup testing does not happen that much. One major bug can crash your entire program. So that is the main issue with YouTube tutorials and all, which I personally faced. But if you are building a personal project, I will recommend you to go through the documentations. That is the best way to learn. It may take some more time, but you will actually learn. If you just copy and paste from YouTube, you won't learn anything. You will forget after pasting it.
Certificate.
Yeah, certificates. In my first semester, I was crazy about certificates. Like I want certificate from here, from there. But once I started looking for internships, I got to know if people don't even care what certificates do you have. They only care about your projects. Because you may know something, but during interview सबकी फटती है भाई. starting में बहुत फटता है. During interview, even if you know something, you at that spot you forget, and after the interview you're like, अरे यार इसको ये तो मेरे को आता था, मैं क्यों नहीं बोल पाया. So last week a technical event happened in our college. So this one is for code debugging, I think. Code debugging contest this was, and this one is for TechNod. I forgot because of I think this is of idea presentation, and this one I don't know. I forgot.
So, any advice for any fresher going into college?
What advice can I do? I have not achieved much. I can give you advice in the experience of the mistakes that I did, that I believe no one should repeat during their college days. You don't run after money before you gain skills, because if you don't have skills and you run after money, you can go to a particular instant and not beyond that. And don't rush, because I rushed a lot in search of money, because I used to see a lot of YouTubers that were earning and paying their own tuition fees, and I was like, मुझे भी करना है, मुझे भी अपना fees देना है college का. I rushed a lot in the search of money. At the end I realized that if you upskill yourself, money will come behind you.
Great thoughts. So let's
Yeah, sure.
pack this up.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining in.
Yeah, it was a great session.
That's a
Thank
great
you,
session, I
Sandip,
guess.
for inviting me.